Hey Cancers, welcome to June 2019. It's me, Vanessa from Beyond Your Sun Sign. Okay, so we're just going to get right into it. So the card that popped out was the Ace of Wands, which, as I'm sure you know, which is all about new energy, a new beginning, a new energy source. And when you look at the hand holding this wand, it's a thumbs up. So whatever is materializing for you guys in June 2019, it's a miracle. Like, it's literally something where you're going to look at life differently and be like, wow, things are great. You know, the universe is so infinite in its abundance when it comes to providing for me. You're just going to feel very appreciative of this new beginning, this new energy source, and it's going to feel like it came from absolutely nowhere, okay? So that's the first thing your subconscious wants to get out of the way. But something that we definitely have to talk about for June 2019 is your partnership, your relationship, or lack thereof. Okay, so we're talking about love in June 2019. You know, it's summer, you know, people are out more, they're out of their hibernation mode, they're ready to couple up, and now is the time when you're really going to be focusing on those relationships. June 2019 is also a universal 9-month in numerology, which means that we're getting rid of the trash. We're letting go of the things that aren't serving us anymore. And a lot of the times that includes relationships or aspects of a relationship that just hasn't been serving our highest good for a long time. And because of that Cancer energy, which is kind of immovable, it has a lot of Taurus energy attached to it. Cancer kind of likes to, I don't want to say possessive, but yeah, like when they're in love, when their heart is attached to something, they're able to kind of hold on to it and protect it and, you know, and not want it to go away. So this month, Cancer, is that time to really kind of like break out of your shell and say, maybe this relationship isn't what I need. And it's more so a benefit for the other person as opposed to you, because being in love with a Cancer is heaven on earth. You know, a Cancer is always so nurturing, so sensitive, so in tune with other people's emotions, which in this day and age is such a rarity. It's such a gift. So a lot of people are starting to realize that Cancers are truly blessings for them, and they're starting to maybe possibly take advantage of that. So this is your month to really take a look and say, okay, who's there for me? So the obstacle and the aid when it comes to your partnerships, Cancer, is moving on or not moving on, choosing not to, knowing emotionally that you have to let go, that you have to build a bridge and just get over it. But then also feeling that pullback, feeling like, well, what if I just try and make it work? What if I just, you know, sacrifice this aspect of myself, or, you know, I'll just deal with it. No, not in 2019. In 2019, there's no point in sacrificing your authenticity because we're changing, right? We're all kind of adjusting to a completely new dimension. It's the age of Aquarius, and authenticity and being genuinely unique and being genuine to yourself is such a huge value right now. It is such a huge value. So really looking at relationships and being like, where have I sacrificed my authenticity, my true self for somebody else's comfort? And when am I going to let that end, right? So the obstacle and the aid to your partnerships this month, Cancer, June 2019, is moving on, is building a bridge and getting over it. But obviously it's not going to be easy. The good thing about that, Cancer, is subconsciously something has changed in your way of thinking. So you've changed your frame of mind, especially when it comes to integrity, you know, the way that you view integrity. This partnership, this person that you're in, or the partner that is the reason why you can't be in any other relationship because it's still so painful, they did something behind your back. So they went really against the definition that you understood of integrity, where you're like, okay, what you do when somebody's not watching, when you know you can't get in trouble, that speaks volumes. Are you actually going to still do the right thing, or are you going to do the wrong thing? So your ideas of integrity are completely changing. You're starting to really realize, like, especially in this relationship, what is said and what is done are not equal. They're completely different. And that's where you're starting to get really fed up. So you're thinking about this King of Pentacles. So this is a masculine earth sign, a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And it's making me think that not only, because Capricorn especially is kind of like that father figure, that Saturn energy. So it could be that when it comes to this relationship, Cancer, you're mainly thinking about your father figure. What would dad think? Would dad be proud of your relationship? Would dad appreciate the way that you've been allowing men to treat you? What did dad show you how men should treat you? Did dad not treat mom right? And, you know, even though he's telling you, hey, don't let a man hurt you or don't let a woman hurt you, but then he goes and does that to mom, and that's what you've kind of absorbed and conditioned into your understanding of relationships. It's time to take a look at your parents and kind of, because Cancer rules home and family, right? So the ancestry, the legacy, and your family conditioning are all incredibly important. So take a look at your father figure and say, what did he show me about love? What did he show me about relationships? Do I want to continue on that path? Is he happily married? Is he, you know, is he with his soulmate? Would you actually switch places with him when it comes to his love life? If the answer is no, then it's time to completely deviate from what he taught you based on his actions and what he modeled for you. Okay, this is how you guys are being viewed right now. People want you to find your balance. They want you to do what's right for you and what's fair, because a lot of the times, especially in my life, I realize that Cancers give up like pieces of themselves for people that they care about, especially the moon in Cancer. They can be completely broken and still take that last bit of their heart and give it to somebody. Oh, I think I'm going to cry. And give it to somebody that, sorry, I've been really emotional these past couple days. But yeah, that's that Cancer energy. They can be down and out and still give their heart to somebody, even if that person doesn't deserve it. It's incredible, and it's so rare. And now your family and friends are looking at you being like, come on, Cancer, give back to yourself, like make yourself whole again, fill your cup up, stop giving away little bits and pieces of yourself in every aspect, hoping and praying that you get it back in some way, but it just never comes back. So once you do that, Cancer, and find your balance and realize what's fair and what's unfair, that's when that new beginning comes in and says, okay, finally Cancer, the cardinal sign, is ready to start something new, because they're not, you know, giving up their emotions, aka their power, to these dusty people who don't have any respect for their sensitivity, okay? So family and friends, there's another earth sign in here, female, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. They're gonna be that grounding energy, that reliable and dependable source when it comes to making this transition, when it comes to you starting something new. So go to that person, your family and friends that you can trust, that is totally your guardian, that is there for you, that's proven to be there for you, that rock. Cancers have them. Where is your rock? Find your rock, go to them, and ask them about this new beginning. Make sure that they're involved with this new beginning, because they're going to give you that reliable, grounding understanding of how to really magnify this miracle into something incredibly magnificent and beneficial for everybody concerned, okay? Hope and fear is all these new ideas that are kind of floating around in your head, that new frame of mind that is just underneath the subconscious. There's a hope and fear to just embrace it, because you know that your thoughts are changing when it comes to certain situations. And I think when it comes to changing thoughts, you have to look back on your life and be like, okay, well, maybe I have to take some responsibility. The way that I was thinking back then totally created my life. I was in like this victim mentality. I was in this position of just kind of allowing somebody to walk all over me and take pieces of my heart away from me. And now you kind of have to take responsibility when it comes to this new frame of mind. And it sucks having to change your mind, especially feeling like you have to be forced to change your mind, forced to change your beliefs about someone and your ideas about a partner. Like it's not a happy feeling. It's not a loving feeling. It's gonna take you swallowing your pride a little bit, especially because there were other people in your life that were kind of like, I don't know about this partner. I don't know about this person, you know, and especially the people who are like, move on from that person and you didn't do it. You know, now it's really kind of swallowing your pride and saying, yeah, I changed my mind about things, and you're allowed to. Hello, this is your life. You're allowed to change your mind about someone, especially if they've finally shown their true colors. There's no shame in changing your mind about someone that you love, because love is blind. Like I was literally just watching the John Lennon and Yoko Ono. I'm like, damn, love is blind. Okay. The outcome, Cancers, for your June 2019 is you're going to keep thinking about that father figure, dad, parent, that person who really showed you love and relationships and what relationships look like. What that does is it completely changes your views on what a happy family looks like. So if your dad, you know, taught you when it comes to relationships, the man goes to work and the mom is just at home doing the dishes and whatever. If that's what he showed you through his actions and wasn't compassionate and caring and nurturing to the rest of the family, that's going to be something that you're like, I don't want that for me. And it's going to change the way that you start to treat your family. You're like, I don't want to fall into the patterns that my parents were in. So I'm choosing and I'm making the decision to be more like this. Or maybe you had a great dad who was totally supportive and loved the women in his life and nurtured them and, you know, was incredibly compassionate and caring and grounded and reliable and dependable and a great, great dad. And you're realizing I need to really embody more of my dad's lessons. No matter what, you're going to grow. You're going to totally grow. However, okay, here's the catch. It will bring some conflict because people are going to be like, wait, what? Cancer isn't going to be as, you know, appeasing to me. They're not going to be as sensitive and supportive and caring and nurturing and continue to give their heart and soul to me. And they're going to feel that loss. But you have this new beginning that you need to put your focus on. It's going to create a lot of conflicts because they're going to feel like it's a form of emotional abandonment, which, so, you know what I mean? As much as we love our family and friends, if it's at the expense of your happiness, who's really going to be happy in the end? You know, especially if you're moon in Cancer, you know, giving reservations to people, selling your soul and your heart to make somebody else happy, it's not going to sustain for very long. It's going to get to a point where resentment forms and that creates cancer, and it's just not a healthy thing. It's toxic. So yeah, there's going to be some conflict because people are going to be like, grasping, no, Cancer, don't emotionally abandon me. But at the end of the day, you're just providing so much more strength and growth by standing in your power and saying, I'm taking back my heart. I'm doing what's good for me. You guys should do the same. I'll lead by example. I'm a cardinal sign. I will lead by example, but I'm not going back to this place of emotional worship and emotionally just appeasing to your needs when nobody's looking out for me. Okay? Love you, Cancers. Hope you have an amazing June, an amazing summer, an amazing birthday month. As always, if you want a personalized reading, my details are below, and I use astrology and numerology in all my tarot readings. Love you, Cancers. I'll see you in July. Bye, guys.